good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only Cappy D Bar, and we're here to discuss a little bit of wrestling. Hope all of you are having a good one. However you catch this, whenever you catch this. Now, as I've stated earlier in some of my other videos, we're not exactly going to be getting to Raws and SmackDowns. They're just not the quality, all right? They're not to the quality, all right, that is worthy of a review, all right, on this world-renowned channel, all right? And it's not just me saying it, all right?
Everybody's saying it.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Quickly, briefly, all right, without any other further disruptions, we're going to be getting to our August 3rd, 2026 Raw Shotgun Rant. Raw was received very well. It was received very well this week, and I think that is because they're trying new things. If they're not listening to me and surveillancing this specific channel, they are listening to somebody back there with a little bit of common sense. There's a story thread with Oba and Braun. That's a fucking free money glitch. Like, that's such a simple thing to do. Will they do it? Will they pull that trigger? And will it have the right story? That is all to be determined. But again, Braun, Oba, that's just good on paper. It's solid on paper. Becky Lynch, easily one of the better promos in that company. So her going out there and just reading the Judgment Day for fucking filth, because they are slop, right? It's just straight slop for the fucking Judgment Day. So shout out to Becky Lynch, making us all remember why we hate those five and why we never want to see them team up in the near future ever the fuck again. There's also like a Dominic segment with Chad Gable for Raw. Why is Dominic and Chad being pushed into this tag feud? Who fucking knows? I don't. I don't know why Chad Gable is getting like this whole thing for, oh my gosh, the IC belt. The IC belt. If anything, bro, he should try to spin the block in AAA and get that Omega belt, and he just becomes a mega star in Mexico. Because what they're already planning with Chad Gable, I'm already not feeling it, yo. I'm already not feeling it. Why is the Omega champion trying to feud with Chad Gable? Like, why do we do this thing of like people trying to retrieve two belts? There was like a whole segment on fucking SmackDown last week where Punk was like, huh, tricky two belts, huh? I swear, niggas love just heating up and just scarfing down Kevin Knight's nachos, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have heard Tiffy two belts. Well, Trick two belts. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break, bro. And I really do think that this just stems from them not having any actual creativity back there, them being afraid, again, to push people like Ela, to push people like Mello, hell, even like somebody like Otis. Like, they don't want to give actual hoopers an opportunity, right? Because then you get somebody who's organically and naturally over, and then you're forced to bury him. Yeah. So that's my little 1-2 on Raw. Again, there's not a lot here. There's not a lot here. They finish up the night with Jacob and Powerhouse Keys. And they what the fuck are they doing? They're in some match. They're like a tables match or something like that, like an no holds barred street fight. Yeah, they're like in a street fight. The idea is that this street fight, it's supposed to, I guess it's supposed to settle some differences that is going on between the MFT 2.0s and the Bloodline. I was gonna say and Solo, but Solo is literally a part of the MFT 2.0s with LA Knight, yeah, and Powerhouse Key. So this is all just one big fucking mess. Now, am I gonna say it's a bad match? No, it's not. It's not a bad match. I just don't really care. I'm finding it so fucking difficult to care about this company, because the idea that they're actually gonna pull a trigger with Braun and Oba, in between what exactly? Is that what's gonna be on the fucking pre-show for Saudi Mania? Because I promise all of you, if The Rock is coming back, that means that Stone Cold and HBK will both be on those cards. It's just gonna be an unk function. Like, there will be no Mello. There's not gonna be any Dominic. Like, no, it's literally just gonna be a bunch of old niggas wrestling. There's gonna be a fucking an ambulance at ringside for Triple H while he hits 2 pedigrees and goes home. I mean, I don't know what they're building to, unless there's some fucking pay. Is this SummerSlam? My apologies, chat. Is this like our Survivor Series? Braun and Oba? Is that what you're building to? I don't know. I don't know. Again, the story has to be right. It has to be a big 4 PLE, so it has to be a big 4 pay-per-view. So I don't know. There's a lot of directions that they can go. I just doubt that they'll take the right direction. And the story's right there with Braun needing to eclipse, this feeling of doubt and insecurity from Oba getting this massive wave of hype, right? This massive wave of just attention and anticipation. Everybody wants Oba at the top of this company. And again, Braun, as somebody who is a Steiner, right? It's kind of born into this business, and they don't lean into him being a Steiner. They don't lean into the family aspect. It's just like vaguely hinted at. And again, I think that comes from a place of jealousy. I really do think that comes from a place of just pure jealousy. I mean, even at the end of this fucking Raw, right? Roman shakes hands with Rey Mysterio. And, bro, Roman barely fucking works. We've touched on this. Lyra Valkyria has had a better 2026 than Roman off of work alone. Off of work and merit alone. Rocks pops. Hell, Harley Cameron works more than this nigga Roman. Like, it gets to a point, yo. Like, it gets to a fucking point. He's shaking hands with Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio is like, Roman, man, it's so nice to finally meet you. I don't know what the fuck that was about. He says, man, I'm the general manager now for AAA, and Roman's like, huh, really? I had no idea. About time somebody told me who was in charge of AAA, because it was definitely nobody. And I'm like, wow, man, wow, way to fucking bury all the creative back there, huh? Way to bury Undertaker and everything that he's done as head of creative, because there was a whole thing like people like arguing if he was like shoot booking or like the worker, like if he was shoot booking or like work booking AAA. But he revealed in the most in the most kind of a begrudging way he could. He said, yeah, I am the head of creative, so like when you see something bad, don't rip my head off, but when you see something good, I green-lighted it. So it's obvious whatever Shawn's role is in NXT, whatever Triple H's role is for the main roster, that is Undertaker's role for AAA. So to just try to give this nigga Mean Mark the shovel like that, like, why is it when better things are produced and a banner that does not say WWF, it is deemed as childish, it's deemed as elementary? I mean, AAA has been solid when you put it on par with like other wrestling shows. Like you put an episode of AAA next to an episode of TNA, AAA will probably be better. Like that's not a hypothetical. You know what I mean? It's just, I think a lot of this comes from jealousy, and I think the troubling part is now, right? Like, what is Roman supposed to do on a AAA show? He's gonna wrestle Grande Americano? Oh no, because he's gonna do that on Raw next month. So what the fuck are we talking about, Roman and AAA? Is he simply doing this because they want to because they plan on counter programming? What was it, All Out in Chicago this year? Like, is this where our fucking heads are at? Like, it's childish. It's beyond childish. And now, God forbid, somebody gets hurt in the match. Or honestly, the more likely part, the match is just bad because Roman barely wrestles. Match with Seth was fine. I like to give all you niggas a piece of breaking news. He's been wrestling with Seth for almost 15 years. I would hope they have a slither of fucking chemistry. A slither. I don't know how this nigga's about to perform against Ludwig. Oh no. Are you gonna put this nigga against what's Holmes' boy's name? Van Wagner Jr.? Like, who the fuck is in AAA that you're gonna put this nigga against? That makes any fucking sense. Dirty Dom? I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking. If there's some hoopers over there that like really get they shit off just under the guise of like, hey, I'm a luchador in a fucking an umbrella company, essentially. Like my umbrella company is the fucking federation. I can only have so much reach, right? If there's some real hoopers on there that I guess Roman's supposed to, like, I don't know. The only logical answer is Grande Americano, but we have to all acknowledge that he'll probably get a better work rate out of somebody like Wagner. Somebody who's an actual pound for pound hooper. This nigga Roman has yet to step in the ring with Gunther. Walter, the big Austrian badass. I think all of you know why we haven't seen a physical bout between Gunther and Roman in a pretty long time. It's not a secret. It's not the fucking KFC secret recipe or anything. It's evident. They don't want to outwork the Golden Goose. Even if the Golden Goose is laying dud eggs. Must be protected at all times. And that was my little thing with Roman going to Mexico. I think it is maybe some of the most fucking Fonzie jumping the shark shit they could do. This is almost as bad as them even attempting to send a dog whistle out to that Trump MAGA crowd with the whole fucking with the whole Gulf of America thing. Like, why are we taking such wild leaps and bounds that just, in the simple science of everything, it doesn't make any sense? Roman going to Mexico to wrestle El Grande, unless we get a switcheroony from the dirt sheets and it's actually a AAA taping that's maybe the same night as Raw. Like, I can't wrap my head around it, because unless Mexico is going to be hosting Raw, then the reports of what's happening in a month's time with Roman and Ludwig doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. Also, Grande Americano, you niggas want to have him lose in Mexico. Let's be for real. Let's be dead ass. Certain conversations we gotta start having, ladies and gentlemen. Certain conversations we gotta start having. That's pretty much everything that I had for Raw. Arguably, you can end the video here. You know what? I think we will. I think we will, all right? I'm going to be getting to Dynamite very soon, very shortly. Again, this is a quick little shotgun, though. Raw has been horrible. It's been horrible. And it's not going to get any better. The only thing that they can keep doing is, keep putting Becky Lynch out here. Keep giving her, amazing promos. Build with Oba. Build with these young stars. Maybe even do some shit like have Mello come over and say, I'm tired of you niggas in SmackDown. Treat me like I'm some fucking, like I'm some, bump in the night practically. Like, listen, a lot of people on this roster deserve just simple acknowledgement. Acknowledge me. So, hopefully we get there. But again, knowing Raw, know the powers that be, it's not likely. It's not very likely. That's pretty much everything that your boy had for August 3rd, 2026. Raw. We're going to get to Dynamite later today. So, as I always say, all right, hope all of you stay tuned, stay beautiful, all right? However you catch this, whenever you catch this, and, all right? Hope all of you stay hydrated, stay healthy. However you catch this, whenever you catch this, and, as I always say, all right, you all stay tuned, stay safe, stay beautiful. Peace.